Team Liquid's turn to ban.
The Dire get a ban. Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to ban.
Dire's turn to pick.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Shadow Demon. Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Earth Spirit. Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Dire's turn to pick.
Winter Wyvern.
Ten seconds. Someone's
5
connection
seconds
just
remaining.
drowned. Finally came up for air.
Here's the Radiant ban.
Send. Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Dire's ban now.
Here's the Radiant ban.
Dire's ban now.
Five seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Because we've seen what Liquid have both Matu and Miracle play it, haven't they? They can both play a very good Morphling. So it's one of those core picks that Liquid could have gone for and had that versatility to switch around.
I mean, you just can't let Team Liquid have Morphling. I mean, he's like the team mascot.
That's true.
Gotta get rid of that.
The more I look at the draft, man, the more I think it's just about tempo. That you see the Lycan ban and you say, you know what, we just don't want to get pushed off the map.
Sure. Yeah, let's see here. Taking a long time, boys. This is means that we have two very good teams facing off against each other. Already into reserve time. Only, I guess this is the most important pick, though, right here, most likely, right?
Yeah.
This kind of gives
The
the
third
whole
pick,
strat.
because it's like that extra ban, as Nahaz was mentioning in the other days. It's like you steal the pick away from the other team.
And it's often here where you have to decide how much information you want to give away.
Yeah.
The example I'm thinking of the other day, do you remember when Na'Vi picked Viper third for
Yes.
Dendy? All of a sudden, you knew so much about what Na'Vi's lanes were going to look like, so much about the tempo that they were going to be playing.
I wonder if Liquid's considering just taking the gyro here.
I mean, we haven't seen Gyro have too hard of times, especially when that Lycan's already been knocked down. And
Okay, they take
Okay. So a mind
core.
control clock. We've seen what, a couple of core clocks here in LAN. I feel like it's not
General.
been as successful as the 4 clock. But with this pickup,
That's
should be mind controls.
well, they certainly got a lot of initiation, a lot of mobility, and a few backup plans coming out with that draft.
That's really
5
different coming
seconds
up from
remaining.
Liquid.
It
I haven't
is.
seen them do something like that in a very long time, putting MC on that type
Yep.
of hero.
They have not picked it in this patch
Yeah,
Ah.
that's
at all.
Huh.
very different approach.
Now I don't feel bad about not guessing it. Hello there, future Dota All-Star. Yes, wonderful. See you at TI 20. Got this.
Just don't listen to Slacks.
All right, here we go. Evil Geniuses going with the Bat Rider.
Oh, we saw Universe have a brilliant game yesterday.
Incredibly good versus
Where he helped
Wyvern.
climb them back, and yeah.
I love drafts like this between two veteran captains, two great coaches. This is a chess match draft.
Yep.
A lot of these third picks you don't want to give away the core information.
This also still can allow EG to go for some type of aggro, because
Yes.
Earth Spirit's a bit of a
5
weaker one, and then you can have the
seconds
Bat Rider in a 1v1 versus the Clockwork. That could be an option that they go for here. I mean, Shadow Demon, Sand King, +1, you throw in like a Luna or something like that, you can easily go for those aggros. And Bat, very good versus Clock in the game, very good versus Wyvern throughout all stages.
Curious though, the Lifestealer viewed as a laning counter to the Bat Rider still on the table for Liquid.
And they have the 2 delivery systems.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
true. Yeah,
Yep.
Matuma Man
point.
Lifestealer could be nice. Still the ult from the SD a little annoying. And they've got the lasso in the later stages, but the laning could be strong.
And you got to go back. I don't think it's a great hero right now, but I always go back to that Manila Major and the Slark from Atumbaman, how well Liquid takes advantage of the vision that he provides.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, get out of here with your Slark. The last Slark that we saw wasn't great.
I mean, I also the
Liquid goes for the
Okay.
Viper themselves. So they've ran this in the past before, and they went for the Veil build on Matu.
and there's the
EG,
Luna.
Yeah, we expected that Luna to come out with the SD
Yeah,
Sanking.
no surprises there at all with EG's lineup.
Yeah, this will be a rough match for Liquid. I wonder if they'll be able to be the first people to beat Arteezy's Luna. With the Shadow Demon? Probably not. That's looking pretty strong, buddy.
Yeah, I've got to be honest. So far, I'm liking EG's lineup.
Me too. Yeah, they have a lot of team fight
So
and strong lanes.
Seconds
Liquid,
remaining.
this is the 4th Viper pick for them in this patch, 3-1. I still like the potential for a Miracle Chaos Knight. They have done that in this patch.
Sure. That'd be a lot of early game aggression.
What about Terrorblade for Miracle?
Ooh. A lot of, I actually get a little bit scared about drafting Terrorblade into Soul Catcher. I
Yes,
just feel like
and versus Shadow Demon as well.
Yeah.
Just in general.
And Bat Rider is pretty good. I mean, if you could just get
I
that
just-
terribly.
Yeah, I see the Tinker ban, and that's like that starts yelling Terrorblade to me.
yeah.
5
Sure.
seconds remaining.
Makes sense.
But I feel like you're already against a lot of burst damage potential on the side of EG.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad pick.
I think the thing is that the way that they play it is they just 4-man run around until he gets online.
Hey,
They
the bat.
ban the Terabyte.
Look
I
at
think
that.
Yep.
Good call.
that has to actually be done.
So what do EG finish off with here? They still need that hero for some mail.
Hmm.
We're gonna make Blitz happy. Is this a Storm game?
I mean, Blitz has been saying he thinks that hero's actually
Yes.
dead. He's really unhappy with it right now.
He's just mad because on paper he was right. That's the thing. But there are 2 drafts that he's called very favorable Storm games where the Storm is lost. But I think the hero may just be a little bit weak right now.
Stop calling him out now.
You know what's been left in that we've seen?
The thing is I agreed with him.
Yeah, I know.
The Death Prophet is still there. Could they not just put some mail on the DP?
Yeah, that's pretty odd. I mean, she's been picked up almost. I would say
you
almost
do all
every
right in that
game
mid
here.
lane. It's going to really complement the push, and
They've
once
got-
they get it together, so that 25-30 minute mark with Luna, ST, and DP, they could just look to end the game.
And they got Shadow Demon too, so it's a kind of a save,
Yeah.
at least for the Death Prophet. Not a crazy amount of burst damage from Liquid either at the moment.
I
Yeah,
guess you can pick Storm into Viper. Okay, Puck. Yeah,
Ah.
you have to pick something that can lane against the Viper.
Okay.
That's a pretty hard lane.
It is.
Yeah. I don't know.
But the thing about Viper, like people still think about Viper and they think about 1v1 lane matchups.
Yeah.
Like Puck in a dual lane against Viper is not as bad as it would be 1v1.
And I think I'm seeing that EG can still
5
go for
seconds
aggro here
remaining.
and have that Bat Rider in a 1v1. I think
Okay.
they want to get that matchup. Because then it gives a lot of freedom to the supports to kind of run around, and they put pressure on Liquid so the Air Spirit can't make all the moves.
But if that's what you're
We'll see.
thinking that EG is doing, don't you just pick Lifestealer here?
I mean, what heroes are left that are good in that lane? It's a Lifestealer, Weaver, also confirmed very
Weaver,
nicely against
yeah.
the Bat. It's another.
Although-
And then you have Lifestealer versus Luna in the end.
Yeah, you're right. PL.
think they-
okay.
yeah,
That makes
yeah.
sense. That makes sense.
Okay.
The Lancer, huh? I don't
But now,
know.
how does that lane go 1v1?
For
If the PL ends up 1v1 against the Bat Rider?
Oh, you got the double.
you're in an okay spot. You have a
Yeah,
long
okay.
cooldown on the doppel early, but you can farm all right
All right.
with some help.
Pretty even drafts, I feel here, guys.
Hmm.
Who do you got in game 1, Owen?
I mean, the way he's been playing it, I find it really hard to ever go against Arteezy's Luna, and especially with the SD, the team that they've got around it, I've got to go with VG on this one. I've just got much more confidence in that than the PL Viper combo that was. I think we saw what actually Na'Vi did the other day, and they struggled with. Obviously, Liquid's a very different team, but I think, EG, SD, Luna, it's going to be good.
I like EG's team fight. I really do.
10
I'm gonna
seconds
go with
left
them.
by my count.
EG looks really solid right now, but I feel like Kuro has something up his sleeve with this draft. It's very unique and odd with the clockwork. I think they might have been saving that just for this game, so I'm going to trust in Liquid on this one.
I'm going to go with EG. I feel like in drafting the Viper, you're betting on shutting down Sumil in lane, and I think EG's got the rotations to prevent that. We will see. He struggled last night as Timber saw. I believe in the Sumil Puck here. Guys, we are about to start our lower bracket final here, EG and Liquid, game 1, and to bring you all the action, here are Toby, 1, and Blitz.
That's right, game 1 of what will hopefully be an amazing series between Evil Genius as well as Team Liquid. Team Liquid, we're getting Mind Control Clockwork, we've got Matumberman Viper, we're going against SD Luna of EG. If able and easy to execute draft compared to Liquid.
I think so too. I don't know if I believe this Viper hero either. There's some heroes in Dota that are tanking
Prepare for battle.
for me right now, and Viper, we haven't seen really anybody make it work so far.
Yeah. Every time it's, well, a lot of the times it's also been in the hands of teams like Na'Vi, or it's been an answer to mass illusion spam that's coming at you as well. That was answer to Broodlings when watching him play in China. But like, how do you make it work? Like, you get a large amount of farm on him. Like, we've seen Dragonlance into Maelstrom builds. Do you even do that against this EG lineup? Do you look for a timing for him to push, or is he just that frontline tank? Do you make him utility style?
Well, for him, he needs a BKB this game. Matama Man will get BKB second item, and then he'll be pretty unkillable. Whether he deals damage is another story. By the way, I love it when you cast Bat Rider and Luna Gate. It's my favorite.
30
Hearing you
seconds
pronounce
to
some of this
battle.
stuff, Tobes. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I'm not even trying to flame.
I can imagine the Luna one, but is Bat Rider really that different?
The way they used to say his ulti, I'll just say his ulti.
Lasso.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
sooner.
I fixed that for you, man. I changed for you.
But what about illusionary orb? Oh, there's all my favorite Tobias in one game.
Oh, just you can shove those isms where the sun doesn't shine. All right, we're gonna have bounty steals. It's gonna be a 2-2 trade-off still at the end of the day. And Evil Geniuses, so they're gonna push Crit and Universe to do what we've seen a hell of a lot of, which is just this wave-style cut. I'm still counting the days until Axe comes back, just because he used to be the king at doing this type of cutting.
I don't know how this mid matchup goes. It feels like Viper, though, loses a lot of mid matchups nowadays. The downside of Viper in this one-on-one lane, you ever want to know like these kinds of things is, like, yeah, he harasses you, but the downside is like he doesn't draw aggro, so he doesn't shove out the wave as easily either, and he doesn't have an outspam ability. What he does though is like you're trying to force people out of the wave with Viper, is the idea behind it.
Watching this top lane battle going on. Mind Control is trying to cog burn off while GH rolling boulders forward, but they were just waiting it out. We saw this, well, not exact combination, but it's the way Arteezy plays this safe lane. Once he has Lucent Beam up, it's just a little bit of harassment, Lucent Beam, then they go for their initiation. GH is staying in the face of Arteezy, and Mind Control is hoping for another cog burn. There's not a lot of kill potential here, but both sides are trying to make each other think there is. Then you'll have the opportunity.
Yeah, I think that GH is making the right call here. It's not a whole lot that he can do until he's at least level 2 against the puck anyways. When you're like level 2, level 3, you've got some kill potential on him because of the kick, if you wait out Sumail to use his orb. And Sumail actually having a little bit of a rough time mid, as Matama Man is winning the regen battle, which determines a lot of this mid matchup, like who can out-regen the other.
Yeah, Sumail's got more supplies coming in the courier.
Yeah, he's gonna need to ferry another set of regen to himself after. Like, too hard for him to get bottled.
They went in pretty deep up on top lane. GH gets a little bit more space. Mind Control. The cogs will hold Fear in. Arteezy and Fear have been pretty good at getting their way through those cogs, even farming them up when the harassment comes out.
Universe, though, doing very nicely right now in this bottom lane. Miracle already has 5 stacks on him. He's gonna have to doppelganger out of there. And although this matchup isn't bad, I mean, Crow hasn't really been able to help too much, as Crit is being well annoying right now.
They're stalking the bounty runes as much as they possibly can.
Yeah.
But that invis rune is not really going to come to much. Both Radiant and Dire scan up. It's Team Liquid just checking the safety of their courier running down mid. Well, EG wants to know if there's more behind the tower. This is allowing Universe to Firefly up and go after Miracle. A quick doppelganger. He'll get a little bit further away. Kuro is nearby. There goes your Lances. Universe, a lot of damage to that tier 1 tower. Here comes Rolling Boulder. GH arrives, and Universe up and away. Firefly's got a little bit longer left, but not long enough. Miracle able to claim that first blood on the safe lane of Liquid.
And meanwhile, in mid, Crit tries to make the attempt as Matama Man is chasing after him pretty hard. Sumail, though, with no orb, has no follow-up. And Matama Man just going to salve around the trees, going to get right-clicked and lose it. And now it's him that's losing the regen war, as Sumail's brought another set to him, and Matama Man's got to be careful. He's getting pretty low here.
GH, the kick! It reaches Sumail, but Matama Man's going to get the kill on Sumail! It looked in the bag, but GH, he helps out bottom lane, moves towards the mid, makes it work. Crit will at least get some level of revenge for the EG.
Did you see Crit coming?
No, Liquid definitely didn't.
He just popped out of nowhere. Matama Man's like, yay, I lived. No, I'm dead.
Oh, here's the one running around with the invis rune, right? There's still no observer watch for Liquid watching that part of the map. Instead, it's all the way up on the top that they're keeping their rise. Kuro. Safety TP out. Fire versus ice. Didn't want to play that elemental battle.
Now, due to the first blood, this Phantom Lancer is doing very well for himself. EG have a lot of heroes in that thick middle of things, but top 2 net worths do belong to the side of Liquid.
Disruption. Fear. Trying to create some space. GH has Rolling Boulder available. Goes for the kick. Just clips on the edge of Fear as Mind Control holding Fear in position. They Rolling Boulder again. This is difficult for Fear to get away. In fact, impossible. Mind Control will take the kill, and Liquid now claim their third.
GH is a full level ahead of Mind Control right now. Has done quite a lot on the map so far, and this is what you need out of your 4 position, is to accomplish this, whereas Crit has not been able to be as successful. He did pick up that kill onto the Viper, but not having as much impact right now as Kuro. Gonna run into crit. There's no bounty runes or anything for him, so he should just spot out the action up at top, and he does. They do have a ward ready for this. Sphere gonna make his move over too.
Yeah, Kuro waiting in the back lines. Has a level 2, but hasn't skilled up the second ability, so if he needs the Cold Embrace to save, he'll have it. Mind Control tries to create space with a battery assault. Rolling boulder. GH comes in, looks for a good kick. It actually, no, it doesn't clip into crit, and they have enough damage once Kuro gets out of this Cold Embrace, or do they? Stick charges. They had to work so hard to kill off the Wyvern, but they lost Luna in the back lines, while crit, double stun, Universe will arrive. Mind Control and GH have to Rolling Boulder away. GH gets body blocked out by EG. The Cogs create space. GH under the tower. He's going to survive. Maybe Fear can reach him, but he's got no points up in the Shadow Poison. It's all disruption and catcher for this SD. So they've got nothing to play with to get that range damage in.
Nice kill by Liquid onto Arteezy at the same time. And this GH Earth Spirit has just been so active around the map. He's got cores that can kill, and that's the important thing, Toby. Oftentimes when you're an Earth Spirit, you have no real game. It's difficult. Like right now, in his position, it's not easy for Crit to get any of these kills off. It's not easy to kill this Viper, so Matema Man isn't too worried since the beginning. Now he's got raindrops and a wand. That becomes even more difficult. The Phantom Lancer at bottom is...
Oh, this is a nice opportunity at least. This kill they can get.
Yes.
Fire
like
Strike in,
kill.
hold the Wyvern in position. He can Cold Embrace, but with the magical damage of Universe there, the Cold Embrace wouldn't have protected him enough.
I think they're okay with that though. Liquid?
Yeah.
Sure, you lose Kuro, but it doesn't matter too much.
It's all about the supports dying, right? Like yes, you've lost your Viper and mid to a cheeky SK rotation, but the only other 2 kills you've had is actually on Kuro, the Wyvern.
Conversely, all the cores have died so far for EG.
Yep. Everyone's got 1 death to their name. And then the SD to add the 4th for Liquid. Meanwhile, Miracle getting some good space in this bottom lane, a farmed up PL. They will be able to control him at the moment. Doppelganger gonna get the snap, follow him, Burrow Strike. Miracle decide not to wait it out too long. He doesn't have the space, not when 2 callers from EG rotate in. And Crit's able to land that stun.
That's how Crit gets the kill, is if everybody comes over. But I think that was important for EG. You have to at least represent some strength on the map. Without that, though, it is quite difficult to kill Liquid's heroes. EG are going to have to commit more cores to it, which is okay, I think. It does allow Matema Man, though, to start picking up some free XP mid, some more farm.
It's just the balance of space which is coming in for Liquid. As you were mentioning, EG, if you've got to commit multiple heroes, how do you keep doing this while keeping solid lane pressure? Universe does his TP out just in time, able to complete it. We'll have to go all the way back to base, and now there's space on both mid and bottom. EG have no players there to contest. And Liquid, how do you read it? You got Crit at a high movement speed. GH kicks him away from the bounty rune, but it brings him closer to Mind Control. The Eclipse comes off. Mind Control trying to have the creep wave soak up more of those loosened beams. But it won't happen. Clockwork will fall. And the attack is coming to the tier 1 tower on top.
It feels like Mind Control got really unlucky there. Every single loosened beam hit him in the ult.
They feel like they can go this. Lasso is up, so if they want to do it, they can hold him there. But GH,
get him over the high ground.
double kick and the silence. Samel wants to help out, but Matubman, he'll get the Viper Strike off. Universe will tick out here no matter what. And with Kuro rotating in, Universe will die. GH will fall with him, so EG get the better trade out of this. Batrunner for the Viper ES.
Is about to flounder.
Perfectly fine as... felt like Universe just walked in there. Yeah, have a huge contest. GH did a very nice job of keeping him on the low ground so that they could at least get the return kill. If they get onto the high ground, it becomes much more difficult for Matema Man to fight back there. He does die with 15 wand charges. Don't think it would have mattered though. He was going to tick out anyways.
Can we look into this 10-15 minute window when the PL is going to have a diffuser blade up and running? We saw the effectiveness over the last 2 days when that diffuser blade comes to the fight. Do EG have enough to deal with that? Do you avoid the fight? Or are you okay with the status of the Luna right now?
I think you're okay right now with how the game's going for both sides. For EG, taking a look at the stack situation, it's not like it was in the Gyrocopter game. They haven't really stacked too much for Arteezy. And it does look like Miracle's going for something we see a lot in China. Just going for the tread straight into the defusal. I think this represents that they do want to take fights early on. As he's going to TP top, anticipates the pressure bottom, and now Liquid They're gathering around this mid area. They want to try to make a play with Mind Control's hook shot.
Yep, now they have that up, but no one's coming to fight. EG are the ones who are just dodging the engagement. Chris doing the pull on bottom. Wants to drag that wave up and allow the T1 tower to take more damage, but the second this rotation started to happen, Miracle just TP'd top. He still wants to get that diffuser blade up before he begins any kind of involvement in the fight. And if Liquid are adding pressure towards the mid, what's EG really going to do? They're going to take the T1 tower on bottom, then they lose T1 towers in return.
And that's why you see these three heroes right now on the side of EG in this mid lane. Liquid, though, trying to get as much out of the map as they can is grabbing that tower. They do take a very slight edge, but this bottom tower should go in kind. This is a catapult wave. So RTZ wants to push in with this. It doesn't look like Liquid is interested in defending it, especially with the TP not available on Miracle.
You actually just jump over there and go? It'll take you some time to get down there, but the tower's still quite strong. You've got fortification available too.
No, I don't think you do.
So you're just happy with the PL farming top and the pressure on mid?
Yeah, Liquid out of all teams, they don't really defend their safe lane tower very much because I think they think it's kind of a hard area to protect. Instead, they're going to try to look to get aggressive in this mid lane. This is a principle that has kind of stood the test of time, patch to patch. They don't really care about this bottom safe lane tower too much, but
Mind Control just revealed himself.
Yeah, that's a little bit odd. I guess the tower's still relatively high HP, and it's more odd that EG didn't commit to that harder, because nobody was going down there. I think Mind Control mainly TP'd down there because, well, nobody from EG was hitting it.
Well, EG wasn't exactly certain where they were either. That's like they ping out where Mind Control is now, but he's smoked to get in behind the tower. GH is still standing in the same position. The warden of the mid. Well, Matama can just chip away at the tower. He's fine. He's got 17 one charges. You want to initiate on him with 3 points up in corrosive skin and those 17 one charges? That's almost no damage, while Miracle already has a second blade of alacrity and is about 400, 500 gold away from completing up the diffuser blade. While all this time has been going on, the 1k-ish gold lead that EG had is gone, and now it's up to GH. Initiates forward, they get the Viper Strike off, and this is going to be difficult for Samel to regenerate through. In fact, he cannot do it. Crit, double Burrow Strike, GH and Matubman to get caught. Teasy with that Lucent Beam, GH will take damage from the tower. That's why the curse comes out. The kick, is there enough distance? Crit, he'll get kicked up again. GH into Roshan. He needs a rolling boulder away, and there it goes, but Crit able to get the Burrow Strike in time, closing the distance with the Blink Dagger.
And finds the DD rune, but still worth it for Liquid, because during this time, Miracle just continues to farm, and now RTZ's pinging this bottom tower.
Miracle's got the full diffusal, it's done.
Yeah, there was this period where it just felt like EG were not accomplishing too much. They're allowing this Phantom Lancer to get out of control. Like, they needed to take this bottom tower, but they just watched Liquid set up 3 heroes in mid. They eventually got a kill, and they didn't even lose their bottom tower for it as the hook comes in here.
Actually managed to get the disruption off, but the support from Koro, the stun, Crit, he couldn't blink himself forward, he got attacked, so the epicenter, most of the pulses have little to no effect, as Mind Control keeps the run. 1 second till Cogs to Lucent Beam. Or cancel off the ability to at least create distance with the Cogs. And Matubman, revenge won't happen. Crit into the Invis of Sandstorm and walks away.
That was a lot of abilities though, and look at top. Phantom Lancer just continues to farm. He heavily leads the field in experience right now. 3 levels higher than anybody on the side of EG.
He can still come down to this bottom lane and defend it if they want to. Dire is scanning, expecting someone to be around.
I think they're being way too worried about this bottom tower area. If they did their research on Liquid, they know that Liquid doesn't really even care about this. They saw the Phantom Lancer up at the top. Miracle for a while didn't have a TP. They weren't willing to rotate to this tower, only when EG sort of gave up on it, and EG putting no pressure on the map allows Liquid to post up like this in multiple lanes. Now Liquid will take the mid tower for free. This is ideal for them right now.
Universe has to be careful when he comes in that close. You save for free like the tier 1 for tier 1 tower trade, but if they get a kill with it, Mind Control has that hookshot, the ability just to initiate in quickly. Crit. Well, he walks through with a double Burrow Strike again. Sandstorm allows him to run out. Koro will drop the sentry ward, trying to keep some kind of extra information. PL's not there. Miracle's still up on top. He doesn't want to join the fight. He's now got his His next Blade of Alacrity almost completed up the Yasha, and Hookshot, Mind Control. Well, that's nothing but illusions, but a kick from GH, catching both Crit and Universe. A 3-man Dream Coil from Samael, but no follow-up from Evil Geniuses. Epicenter is still on cooldown. Crit's not ready to fight. Universe has no Blink Dagger, just has the Drum Charges to run in and attempt the lasso.
Yeah, Miracle grabs the tier 2 tower up at top. It feels like he's playing his own PvE game. Hasn't been touched at all. Not enough pressure being put on by Liquid either, and this is the kind of strategy that we wanted to see out of the Viper, where Liquid is crowding around this hero, protecting him at all costs, and at the same time, as a result of this 4-man, Miracle has been completely unpunished. We saw this combination from Na'Vi yesterday when they had the Phantom Lancer and the Viper, but they weren't able to really get it to work because they didn't really pressure the map, and it felt like everybody else was willing to defend towers against them, but this time around, Liquid is putting so much pressure onto EG.
They can't close the distance. They'll rely on GH to get the rolling boulder initiation. That's the only way this is really going to work while Arteezy holds the high ground. This just feels very reminiscent also of like Team Secret style of timings, where you have like that lone druid Midas into Radiance, then comes into the fights and just going to wreck everything. But Miracle, so much stronger already. And EG, they're trying to do something about him. They're turning their attention up their Universe. He's going to have the timing right. There's still Doppelganger and 1 charge is available. They'll let the Doppelganger go, and Miracle stands his ground to fight, but the damage comes in droves, and PL will fall.
That was a very important kill for EG. He'd largely been untouched, and it felt like EG was preparing for a fight that never came. But that pickoff attempt, Miracle got a little bit too familiar with that top lane area.
Yeah.
I mean, he might as well. He's been up there for 10 minutes and nobody's done anything about it.
Yeah.
If he dies once for it, I think he's going to be perfectly fine with that.
I don't believe he lost any money too. He bought the Yasha before death, so...
EG, though, they want to take this fight.
GH.
Look at GH, he's invis.
He found Crit. Crit's going to get the Burrow Strike off, however. As GH missed the kick onto Universe. Arctic Burn up from Koro. All they want to do is secure this bottom tower with a fortification. No denial from Evil Geniuses. They're still looking for the opportunity. GH jumping forward, gets hit by the Fiber Strike. Hookshot's going to be off the mark from Mind Control. So they don't close the distance on the SK, who can just regenerate through the Viper Strike. But trouble for Batrider. Stunned up, being controlled by Mataman. Fear will buy some time, but the Cogs burn push onto Universe is too strong. So Batrider will fall. Phantom Lancer this time involved in the fight. Liquid have all 5 heroes on the bottom lane. Combining with the Catapult, they're pushing the tier 2 tower.
You could tell they were so hesitant to give up on that fight, EG, because they had their own tier 1 available. They know that Liquid doesn't. Miracle was dead. They felt like it was going to be a 5v4 fight in their favor, but Liquid just got superior vision down with this ward. They have an even deeper one now too. GH being invis really helped that out. Crit wasn't able to really set his feet. So Liquid get another win. Still, the gold lead is only 2,000.
Yeah, it's not that different, but there's critical items starting to arrive, which are going to cause a lot of problems. Like, Miracle's encroaching on that Manta Style pretty soon, so Silence from Puck won't be able to control him. And Blade Mail on Clockwork is going to be a real problem if these hook shots start to connect.
It's going to force Arteezy to go for the Force Staff and the Hurricane Pike a little bit sooner than he'd like. Normally we see him try to scale with items like the BKB or the Butterfly, but this time around he's going to build quite defensively because of the Clockwork.
That Hurricane Pike's actually, well, practically done on Matumbaman. Farms up this top wave and he's got it.
He just needs the ability to disengage right now. Does finish it, is kind of out of mana, has rebought Raindrops. Now they're going to pop the Shrine together. Refill, be in fighting shape right now.
Yep.
And his Viper just 2 deaths early, but since then has not been
touched. Mind Control! He actually managed to get Arteezy. He's like, please, turn on the Eclipse. I want you to. I really want you to. Because that's when they're going to Blade Mail. But yep, underneath the Shrine, the curse is out. Arteezy is actually killing himself with the illusions. Not enough with the rocket. He's barely alive. Purge, Mind Control will break free the cogs, create space on the high ground, and this will isolate Fear right next to the Shrine. They got no more regeneration, and Arteezy, he goes down. Mind Control manages to snipe the kill on him. him. While Kuro, cold embrace, and Samal bringing the magical damage to at least penetrate that cold embrace. But while that all happens on bottom lane, the PL is pushing in. Crit can find this one. Mind Control is barely surviving. Starts to CP University attack. Oh, he won't get out. They'll bring him down. But bottom lane, the tier 3 towers on a half-life. Miracle will start his TP. There's nothing Samal can do about it.
Crit even going to go down to Matama Man. And I'm not sure if the Obs caught that, but Mind Control started chasing after Arteezy. Arteezy pops the Eclipse. As soon as the first beam lands, he pops the Blade Mail. It instantly refracts back onto him and kills him. Very nice timing. Arteezy felt like he had to make that play, but Mind Control just a little bit better.
He held that Blade Mail for so long,
yes, too. He's like, I dare you. Please. Please use it. And now Eclipse is down for 2 minutes. Miracle has just continued to farm out the map. Liquid is doing such a good job of the 4-on-5 right now. It just feels like EG can't really contest them. They haven't had enough happen around the map with their playmakers. This Puck, this Sanking, these Bad Riders, they just lack the damage against this Viper, who's got a ton of tankiness with that corrosive skin. You could see it right there. He got surrounded by like 4 heroes. Didn't matter. Stood his ground.
And you can see too, like you're talking at the start where Matubman would go second item BKB, but he knows in this game he doesn't have to. He's going to go Maelstrom on the Viper because the game is just going so well for Team Liquid. He can bring in that damage and you don't have the other problem he would have had if he had the BKB, which is the lack of damage, the lack of team fight presence.
And right now Liquid, they're getting aggressive here.
Oh, Radiant scanned him. They scanned him. They hit perfectly. They know they're there. Miracle doesn't react in time, so let's Doppelganger. Lasso is out. Hookshot, Mind Control. Tries to create space. Able to do so.
He's got Doppelganger.
Center. Well, can they bring in the damage? They can from Team Liquid, but not from Evil Geniuses. Crit hiding in the Sandstorm. Mind Control starting his TP home already. Needs to regenerate and stay alive while Kuro wants a bigger target. They'll find Fear a little bit higher up. Miracle, the man initiated on, will find the kill onto the EG captain. As 3 are lost, but nothing lost for Liquid.
Yeah, Miracle got pretty low there, but they're throwing everything that they can on him, and they're still unable to grab that kill. This does not bode well right now for EG. It just feels like they don't have enough when it comes to damage. Everyone's timings are a little bit off, and it comes back to that mid-game where they weren't able to accomplish anything. They didn't pressure down this bottom tower. They didn't deal with Miracle up at top. They weren't taking the mid-fight, and Liquid were okay with that kind of passive game. You notice that they were really loath to go bottom. They eventually sent Mind Control, and he's like, why is no one trying to take this tower? And it was because everybody on Liquid was farming.
Yep. They were being the ones efficient. They thought they would have actually had less time to do this farming, but EG gives them the breathing room, and now that room starts to extend a long way north. The gold advantage is rapidly approaching 6,000. The experience graph is a big vertical swing. It was actually going the way of EG, but the swing's about 5k as well. Now, if these fights continue on, you know Team Liquid, maybe not the greatest Roshan team, can just slip in there and try and take it. But EG, they prep for the fight in mid. Maybe Crit this time can actually have an influence more than a Burrow Strike. I was still waiting for his epicenter damage with the control that comes in from this Blink Veil Puck. Like, it's like EG do have the combinations, they just are incapable of getting it off because the fight splits into 3 different pieces.
Yeah, right now, this game reminds me exactly of their game against Secret, where, if you remember Secret, it looked like the game was even because Secret kept taking these 4-on-5 fights, and the entire time their lone druid was just farming away. And it feels like EG is struggling with that kind of style. When somebody is just willing to split them up, EG is anticipating these fights that never really happen. And Liquid, they're just like, well, we'll take advantage of this and continue to farm. EG's always tensed up, Liquid playing very loose, allowing themselves to play very aggressively. Remember, Miracle did die up at top, but he took 2 towers out of that for free. He was untouched for longer than 10 minutes.
And he's going to be very hard to actually bring down for EG. They don't have enough sustained damage, and once this heart is completed, because that is what Miracle is working on next. He buys the Reaver now, so the strength increase is already going to be there. And Evil Geniuses, they're grouped up, they're smoked up, they're thinking maybe Miracle will force the bottom lane. There's only one outer tower the Team Liquid wants to take, and that's straight down mid, so Evil Geniuses will slowly move their way there, but Liquid, they also smoke up. 4 heroes together.
They should know about this, though.
It's such a bait.
Yeah, EG think that they have the high ground already, but Liquid is holding the area behind them very smartly. They don't think that EG will come from this angle. Now EG making their long trek around. Doesn't look like they do want to get into this engagement.
Smoke wears off for EG. Where's his rocket from Mind Control? Where's the scouting?
They don't want to give it up. You can see it directionally. So they're trying to be careful.
Crit caught, silence. He wants to burrow strike out of this one. Magnetize turned on, hook shot.
Control.
They read the wrong direction. Crit went down the river, not up the hill. And now GH has to keep going, commit more rocks. And there comes your kick in with the Magnetize. It looks like it's going to be enough damage for Crit to die. Kuro will actually... Okay, yeah, he'll take that kill after GH did all the work.
And mid lane, Miracle. Arteezy doesn't have a Manta style of his own or a BKB. Miracle's just stalking him right now.
He turns on the Mask of Madness to farm up the Ancients too. You know he wants it.
Miracle now hunting Fear. Thinking about going on this, and he is.
That's an easier kill for them. Even if Fear goes for the disruption and can turn the PL on himself, it ain't gonna happen. Doppelganger up. Now it's up to Sumail trying to clean through these Miracle illusions. Arteezy is here, but the Glaze, they're not even reaching the real Miracle. He just waits out the Dream Ball and turns over. They Doppelganger up. Arteezy inside the base will die. Nowhere is safe for the boys in blue. And meaning the boys on the right, not Kuro who's left.
They're going to now make their descent.
Sumail goes in again.
Yep.
Miracle shrugged it off. He looks so low, but he's still got 700 HP.
Universe jumps in, immediately gets Cogs back. Just trying to Firefly around this area. This is going to send Liquid backwards, but EG, we've seen them make some sick comebacks before, so it's hard to count them out.
True.
But this one feels a lot more complicated.
We're going to learn the lesson from yesterday, right? That NEWBEE helped us with. No matter how far behind in a game you are, there's always a way you could throw.
I think lineup-wise, though, it was a little bit better for EG. Like, it was easier for them to scale, go into the late game, because they had Omni Knight. I think Omni Knight's an incredible hero. And in the game against VP, they had two of these AoE clears. They had the Gyrocopter and the Medusa, so they could always deal with these super creeps. Well, their lineup right now just doesn't have a lot of firepower behind it. Maybe if they get to a really, really late game scenario, but even then, I don't know if I favor the Luna over the Phantom Lancer and the Viper.
But now the Phantom Lancer's got hard. You're seeing the stats continue to rise. You've got 3.2k life at the moment, and Skadi is the next on the list for Miracle.
Yeah,
so
it's the dual core against the single core right now, because the puck just hasn't been able to scale.
At least Arteezy should get close to the BKB before the next engagement happens. This is because he's getting the space on bottom lane, having a lot more confidence.
Careful, Toby.
I'm good. Didn't take out the soundboard, just my chat.
Alright, so now Roshan starts. This is the downside of Liquid's lineup, is that no matter how far ahead they get, Roshan isn't super easy for them.
Yeah. At least now with the changes with the illusions and how they work on Roshan, it's not as bad as it would be.
Yeah. They don't have a medallion either, though, so this is the first Roshan of the game. It's going to take them like 45 seconds, which is
It'll be one of the rare games too. You don't even have a medallion. Medallion Solar Crests have been pretty prevalent throughout this tournament. EG's ready to fight on bottom. Look at Liquid come so quickly. They're underneath the Dire Observer ward, so these TPs in are very visible. Mind Control looking for a target. Rocket's still on cooldown. And EG have successfully fallen back.
EG.
Oh, Miracle. Yeah, going after Arteezy. A quick Hurricane Pike trying to create a little bit of space. He's still got that Overclock in his backpack. Doesn't have the extra life, but Miracle. This is a huge kill if they can claim him. Now burn the Aegis, the Immortal, which is going to cripple the Liquid heavy push, but here they come again. Miracle, Doppelganger's away, the kick flies in from the side, they hook shot perfectly into Crit. He'll Burrow Strike down, but the Magnetized tick damage will be enough to kill Crit underneath the tier 3 tower, but yep, you're right. Miracle hunting back towards the fountain. Universe is low, the Manta illusions and all the other illusions are chasing him underneath the fountain. But where else do you attack? You need the creep wave. It's coming in through the bottom now. So Team Liquid beat into the tier 3 tower on bot lane. Sumail wants to try and slow this down. Fortification will help, but the curse is there. It's Kuro holding in Sumail. He'll Yule Scepter up. There's a big waste of the curse. They still get the tier 3 tower, however. But Miracle, he really wants to get more. They focus on the melee racks. Universe, no lasso available, so he can't really go for that perfect initiation. They need to start clearing this up. The Dream Call holds him in position, gets a stun onto Miracle, but Matoman stands his ground, already has a crack at Arteezy with that Viper Strike, pushing forward. Arteezy falls low, not low enough for death, but low enough for Liquid to have enough space to take that bottom lane.
They're unable to do anything. They really needed to be able to win that fight when they dragged him in. You saw the Viper was halfway across the map, but Crit got caught on the southern end, and Miracle chased them into their fountain, and they weren't able to do anything about it. Never really a good sign. Now he's going to start beating on the shrine. Seems like they can only kill him with the lasso.
EG's coming. You don't have Dream Call. You don't have that big AoE control. You don't even have Purge available. If they want to have a crack at Miracle, who's fighting on the shrine. Here comes Universe. The lasso finding on the back lines. GH epicenter from Crit will be whacked on top. They find the kill. So first one goes the way of EG. Arteezy with the Eclipse. A little bit of chip damage into Mind Control. They want to find more, but it looks like Liquid have already hit the exit button, or have they? Miracle, he's full life, running in. He'll be quite happy to take the loser beam. Hook shot, barely missing Arteezy. Mind Control was looking to thread the eye of the needle. It won't happen, but they get the Burrow Strike. Matumberman will fall down. EG, a huge fight for them until the curse onto Sumail. Arteezy will kill his friend. And then will lose his own life. Crit has to hide inside the sandstorm. Not a lot of places he can go apart from blinking up back past his own shrine. And back to safety, but that was the best fight EG could have hoped for.
Yes, they managed to finally take down the Viper. Despite losing 3 heroes to 2, the gold change does go their way, considering how far behind they were. 13k is the lead. They still have Miracle problems, though. This hero is getting untouched in these fights. We take a look at it here. He walks in, doesn't care, in the middle of everything. EG unable to set up any kind of fight as Arteezy trying to find that top angle. Just not putting out enough damage to deal with these illusions, and this Winner's Curse absolutely obliterates Sumail.
It does showcase that issue though with the Viper when he doesn't get his BKB off.
He's still killable.
He is still killable.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Dota, is if you have enough control, you can take heroes down, but it's the double core from Liquid versus the single core on EG.
That's when they have to turn the core of Liquid against him. You've got the Shadow Demon there for evil geniuses. If he can keep doing some lifting, keep changing that PL to fight against.
Yeah. You notice he's just getting jumped on every fight though by Miracle. Yep. Miracle forces him to use the Banish and then he kills him anyways. They have a mini illusion battle, but Miracle almost always ends up on top.
Oh, Miracle.
This could be
Safe farming Universe.
Very far from the rest of his team.
Is available. Lasso's going to be there. Crit prepping the epicenter. They've got to hit that Burrow Strike timing right. They're waiting for it. There's your doppelganger. Which way is the right way? Miracle down to 1/3 of his HP. There's still 1400 available, and this didn't work. There was no mana for the Burrow Strike from Crit after he went for the epicenter. They didn't have that follow-up control.
Even after all of that, he has more HP than the Shadow Demon walks around with. That would have been a huge opportunity for them. He was so far away from the rest of his team.
GH, he's got the Eul Scepter, cancelling the TP out from the Luna, gets on the kick, and this buys time for Mind Control to close the distance. Eul Scepter puts him up in the air. The Cogs won't really push anything as Arteezy burns his BKB to stay alive and retreat. But here comes GH once again. Aggressive blinking from Team Liquid. They will not get the pick on EG. The top lane is being pressured in. That mid tower is low. There's creeps inside the base. So it's quite easy for Liquid to keep the base assault going.
Right now, Liquid not really fearing anything anymore. If you witness bottom, you're like, okay, our PL actually can't die anymore.
He's got Scotty. That's what's coming in on the courier right now.
Just continue to tank up. Don't really need damage. Don't need the butterfly. Get as tanky as possible. Make it as hard as you can for EG to take you down.
This is the only time we can say Miracle is 4k. That's how much HP he's got, and we'll see if EG can do anything about it. Crit is controlled from the back lines. Fear will fall. Again, he is target number 1 for that Phantom Lancer. They can move through to target 2 and 3. Universe and Crit will go down. Buybacks are available. The Team Liquid stand inside the base. They know they've got so much to fight with. Sumail, the Dream Call is nice, but Matumberman just BKBs and just fight straight back. Arteezy's got nothing in the tank. There's nothing that EG can do, and they will call good game, well played. Team Liquid, game 1 belongs to them.
Yeah, no chance that they can win this one. And it was really the that did it in for EG. There was just that passive period from the 8 to 15 minute mark where they didn't get anything accomplished. And neither did really Liquid. Liquid was also kind of content to farm, but they were just getting more out of the map as a result of their safe laner hitting creeps, taking towers. EG unable to do the same. I think Liquid anticipated the mirror move. They anticipated EG to make the same move down towards bottom, but surprisingly, EG didn't even make that move. They just kind of chilled and waited.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder if there was more urgency, if this game would have played out differently, but they can look
Liquid's turn to pick.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Dire's turn.
AA Night Stalker, straight up from Liquid.
Hello.
Look
What
at
an
the
opening.
change-up.
I like that. Their instant reactions to sort of the Wyvern and the strat, EG are going to pull out around them. That AA is so good at punishing the play of the Wyvern.
Yep.
Night Stalker as well.
10 seconds.
I mean, you could see Liquid were happy getting those two. They were very, very ready to have an answer to this Winter Wyvern EG opening.
Do you think the Slardar will come out here?
I don't know.
I
Night
like it a lot.
Stalker, huh? Yeah.
I think I'd still rather see them just bring the Spirit, but
Ooh.
they do go for Slaughter.
It's such a good objective threatening combo out of your two supports. I mean, it makes the back end of your draft feel so much easier to me when your two supports already give you wave clear and the ability to threaten Roshan.
Yeah, and Crit has been absolutely nailing it on the Slaughter at the slam.
It's just great combo. Like you said, you can set up yourselves for the crush with the
5
curse,
seconds
and then
remaining.
curse plus corrosive haze, pretty much anyone dies. And as you mentioned, they both have wave clear and ways to take fights.
We gotta see something creative from Evil Geniuses. I mean, it's a great combo, but you also know exactly what you guys are gonna be doing now.
But they did have good success with it yesterday.
Sure. But Liquid, they're prepared for this. Ancient Apparition, we haven't seen them that much, and pretty good against that Wyvern. They got nice
Very
vision for
good
the
against
Roche pit. I mean, I'm worried. EG's got to pull something crazy out here. I'm getting scared.
Fair enough.
All right, anyway. Tick-tock as Team Liquid. Having some more
The Dire
thoughts here. Get rid of the Lycan.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised as well if we do just see Liquid again ban out the Medusa.
I think they ban out the Lycan. They have Night Stalker, and they're playing versus a Slardar lineup. There's too many easy potentials for Roche, and great whenever the nighttime pops.
Yep.
Doesn't Winter Wyvern have a nighttime talent now, or somebody crazy?
Yes, Slardar, Wyvern, Spirit Breaker. I think that might be the three that get the night vision talents.
Night Boys.
But the night vision talents don't work when darkness is popped.
No, yeah,
Because
hard
darkness
set
reduces
yeah.
you to 675, I believe, or 650 vision.
Dire's banned now.
And there's the Medusa. You had to ban
Nice
that out.
call.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would have been super good for EG. Still with the opening, I think we can definitely still look at the Gyro and the Luna. For
I think
RTC.
Gyro for EG this game.
Yeah.
I think it works so well with Winter Wyvern. Like, you can just set up yourself for beautiful call downs in the flax.
10
Radiant's turn to
seconds.
pick.
Interesting that Evil Geniuses are the ones that are going to ban out the Bat Rider. Last time they had a Winter Wyvern and Bat Rider combo, that was some beautiful stuff. Winter's Curse into Lasso, back into the rest of the team.
We saw the damage that Bat Rider can do versus Wyvern, though. In the last game, even though EG did lose, you saw, like, in the situations where Bat Rider can't close the gap on Wyvern, it is
And Bat,
a problem.
Bat paired with Night Stalker is super scary.
Yes.
Each
5
night time, it's so easy for you to get that jump, and
Absolutely.
it's very hard to react.
You guys are right. Best to just ban it and not let the other team potentially snag it. So, hello.
Clockwork ban, very good versus Slardar.
Oh yeah, he's happy. Give
And
me
it,
the-
I mean, the way that they played it the last time, he really messed with Arteezy's farm.
Oh, Veno AA.
Vision, Night Stalker,
goodness.
Veno, they're going to
Oh.
be looking to stop that Slardar's Blink Daggers over and over again. And
I mean-
yeah, AA Veno is a devastating
Where's
combo.
your cold embrace now? There's so much magical coming out from Liquid.
maybe go
10
carry Winter Wyvern now,
seconds.
huh? I mean,
I don't think that's the answer.
Think
5
about it.
seconds remaining.
Deso? Huh?
This looks to be Universe's hero. He's he's talking a lot for
Yep.
this one, so
Well,
weighing in his input.
I mean, I feel like you want to see some of the builds of pipe.
Yeah, there we
you
go.
have it. You want someone that's going to be able to get these auras online. You have to have someone that can get a pipe at a decent time against this lineup. And Tide, I'm happy for EG that they get that one. That's something that Universe has been very solid on this major, and it's a really good response to Liquid's opening, no doubt.
So much damage mitigation. The only thing you worry about, we saw NEWBEE
5
get beat
seconds
the other night with
remaining.
this, that you now have the two big cooldowns in the Curse and the Ravage to play around.
True.
You get a bit of a better lane now because Veno Gale is actually dispellable now by Kraken Shell,
Yes.
so you don't have to worry so much as in the past it was not.
What's good? I mean, they got their defense, they got their ability to take Roche, but you just see a little bit of more killing potential on Evil Geniuses, don't we?
Dire's
Give me some
turn
murder.
to pick.
Abaddon there, too.
Wow.
What a run at you, Team Liquid has.
Absolutely.
It really
Oh
is.
my god.
Liquid.
That's a way to remove the corrosive haze.
Yeah.
Shields nonstop.
This is going to be a just horrific early game for Evil Geniuses
Yes,
unless they
he-
draft around it.
Anti
Oh, that's not
okay.
crafting around.
There's no
One-
stuns.
Yeah, one of the answers to the core Venom whenever you see it come out.
Yeah.
A lot of the times previously when Venom was much more popular, Anti-Mage would just be banned because it was seen as so strong to play against any sort of magical lineup.
This is such a good AM game.
It really is.
If he doesn't get like super punished early on, he can have a very free game. There's, yeah, like we said, there's only the crippling fear to really lock him down in the later stages.
What's going to give EG vision, though? Like, Liquid has such a vision advantage with this draft, potentially with the Night Stalker and the Venomancer wards. Like, how is EG going to get the vision advantage to start a fight?
What is the Sumail hero?
10 seconds.
Well, yeah, you make a good point with Team
5
Liquid. They are
seconds
lacking in
remaining.
stuns.
Do you
but-
think for EG they could go for something like the Queen because it's very elusive and there's only the Night Stalker crippling fear? It's one of Sumail's favorites as well.
Dire's
Potentially.
turn to pick.
Sven, that is a super interesting ban. I don't think we've seen a Sven
No,
at
that
all.
is-
That might
Something quite
say
different.
that might say Death Prophet to me. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Never say A. Never mind.
Sven, anybody got any guesses as to why ban that hero out specifically? I mean, that should tell us something about the next pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
5
You know, people
seconds remaining.
have been teaching me
Well-
Wraith King is the anti-mage counter.
Interesting. I think the Sven is because of the corrosive haze. They want to be able to use that minus armor
Wow, okay.
in the fights a little bit better because Warcraft can really counteract that a lot. I really do like. I think
mean-
Queen is one of the better ones for Sumail in this one.
I mean, the
I'm trying
real
to think
question
of
we're all
anything else.
asking is it a free Storm game?
It could be. Not a lot of
You
stuns.
have the Anti-Mage on your side.
Yeah.
Well,
I think elusive mid heroes would be nice.
what's stopping them from popping another puck?
Yeah, Puck was what I was thinking, just because at least you can then go to the orb for vision. But if you do that, you limit Puck's initiation potential.
And that's a pretty squish hero for the amount of magical damage coming out from this team right now.
I mean, I guess Corrosive Haze on their heroes does give you vision, but it's just going to get purged off.
I mean, there's a lot of sort of magic over time. You don't think Sumail could crack out the Timber again this game? Yeah.
Could be pretty tanky. Instant burst for these heroes.
I mean, they did win the game. He did suffer heavily at the start, but
Yeah.
he was able to build it back up. He gets a hood online.
I think
He's
they're
pretty
still-
good in this game. The lack of lockdown is going to make it very hard to deal with the Timber that gets past the start.
AA is quite.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, yeah, true.
And I think there are a lot of heroes in the pool that would really bully him in lane as well.
Okay. What about maybe some more time? Maybe the Sumail DK.
Oh, that's
Someone
a
that
little tanky. I like that. Little Pushka too. We haven't seen any push, and yeah, I'm just gonna
Queen.
go for the
Yeah,
co-op.
I thought it had to be this one, to be honest.
You needed more mobility.
Okay.
I think it's you want a hero that can scale as well. You can't just all in on the anti-mage. Sure, in some situations it can work, but this gives them contingency plans.
All right, Liquid. They're gonna be picking up a stunner here. Then they've got a lot that they have to deal with now from Linky heroes.
What's left in the pool? And Morphling's still there.
Oh no.
Could this be a good Morphling
5
game?
seconds remaining.
I mean, any game's a good Morphling game.
True, we've seen it being banned out a lot of the times. This draft it's been ignored.
All right.
I know that Miracle doesn't like playing the same hero twice either, so I'm trying to think of a different hero.
Is there any
Come around.
temptation to pick a Slark?
I don't think so. Not for Sam.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. You know who we haven't seen in a long time? The Bloodseeker, huh?
I was thinking about that earlier
Okay.
because NEWBEE
They
picked that with
did
the
it,
triple
yeah.
dots, but it looked so bad. Like
It was
Moogie
bad.
just got destroyed.
What could they go with? I mean, they could go high aggression, like Ursa, Venge, something that's going to be able to fight early and fast.
I mean, any kind of more lockdown is going to be super useful for this team.
Now's the time for diplomacy.
Well, that's
Yeah,
rich
Bo3.
coming from you, Kunka.
20 seconds. They're having just as much
Yeah.
problem as me. I don't feel bad not knowing about it.
I mean, they played around with a ban on a Drow. Could they pick out a Drow themselves this time?
Oh, where's your lockdown then? I mean,
Maybe OD.
OD, huh? Yeah, there's not much follow-up, though. I mean, it's all magical damage, too. Couple pipes. You'll be
Dragon
all right.
Knight, PL, OD.
Uh-oh. The Chess Master in a corner 0? Yay!
Alright.
It's been ignored and it's very strong and nowadays it's much better against the AM. So
Yep.
Are
I like that finisher.
Are they going to play this a carbon copy of the last game? Style-wise?
Probably just make space for that morph, run at them as 4. However, this time it's a little different. There is an anti-mage.
There isn't it? Yeah, they've got something else to scale up.
All right. Liquid, 1 win away from a rematch with Secret in our grand final. EG needs a win to stay alive. Owen, who have you got?
This one is so hard because my heart's telling me there's an AM against a Veno, and so many times the Veno has got to a point where there's nothing in the AM, just carries the game. But for me, Miracle, he's on something today. He's playing like a madman, and with that Morphling finish, I've got to go with Miracle and the boys on Liquid for this one, I think.
I think Liquid is the better team at the moment, but I like the EG last 2 picks. The AM and the Queen of Pain for me versus that minimal disable.
This is so hard. I feel like the blink, they have way too many blinks on EG and not enough lockdown, but Morphling is just a broke hero. I'm going to just hope for the best of 3. I'm going to go for Team Evil Geniuses. Let's go Anti-Mage.
All right. I'm in the same spot as Fogged where I still feel like EG has the better draft, but I thought they had the better draft in the last game. I'm going to go EG, but...
Oh, God.
Oh, no. It's game over.
All right. We're going to see who will move on and whether EG can force game 3 one more time over to Toby1 and Blitz.
A game 3 would be a beautiful thing, but right now, the draft-wise, it looks fun. It looks like a bounces back forward. What do you think, Smiles?
Do you just oh, okay. I don't know. Typically, this would be a really nice anti-mage game. I don't like saying the word free anymore because it just gets thrown into me.
Because everyone's memeing on you?
Yeah, but the thing about it is, in previous games, it'd be free. But now Dota's weird, and anti-mage and Storm both suck. Like, I think the last 8 AM games I've seen, it's been a loss.
Yeah.
Like, in the pro scene for a while, there was this thought process that Morphling and Veno both get countered by anti-mage. Because if you think about it, like, what's Veno do? He spits magic at you. Yeah. What's anti-mage do? He's got spell shield. Veno can't really keep up with your pace. He just gets jumped on. Your mana pool gets obliterated. You die in like 2 seconds. Anti-mage doesn't really care about the wards either. And Morphling used to be very reliant on his mana, right? Like, he would use his mana combo, then anti-mage jumps on you. You die in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it feels like AM's timing is a lot worse. And this hero has no stats now. That's like the downside of it. He doesn't have HP. You have this thing that gives you 175 health, but if you don't take the 20 attack speed, a lot of people take the 20 attack speed. You just allows you to farm faster. Then you've got the 15 agi, which is a lot, but it's also versus the minus 2 second blink.
Yeah, you have to take the 2 second blink. Like, I remember we were having this long debate with Black over in China. He's just like, there's no other choice right now. You can't keep your farming patterns unless you get that 2 second down.
Yeah, and that's the downside. Is like now you have to choose stats versus your farm ability. And in the past, your talent tree lined up a lot more so that you could get both tanky and because of the 5 second blink cooldown. Like, this 1 second makes this hero feel really bad, Toby.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually really concerned. Like, after like throughout this entire major, we'd see them go, you know what, Age is a really great player because he understands these critical timings, avoiding small items in order to get the big items up and running, and then gets involved in the fights. And then you say to an anti-mage, you know what, Arteezy, you've been having a bit of a hard time, mainly because you're being pressured heavily. You're in a lane against Napadan. Good luck, bro. And now we're also going to make it harder to farm because the anti-mage blinks even slower. He can't transition through the camps any better.
At last.
Yeah, I think if anti-mage loses this game, and I said that the last time I saw an AM game when there were 0 stuns and 0 counters to him, and he still lost, but I think this would be the one that makes me give up hope on this hero. I've already given up hope on Storm. Like, it doesn't even matter if the enemy team doesn't have stuns anymore, like, that hero still loses. But AM, I'll give it one more try.
So the new patch log's coming out. It's going to be AM has 1 second less cooldown on his blink at all levels, and Storm Spirit gets some kind of indirect buff, and Omni Knight gets completely shredded. Yeah. That's what we're looking for to learn from this major. Please, Ice Rock, make it so.
We're getting a mind control mid Abaddon.
It is. Matabaman actually went to the top, so you thought the mind control were going up against Arteezy, but they actually pair Veno against it. It looks like Matumba's still not exactly certain what he wants to level up. He hasn't skilled a single point. Waiting to see how this lane's going to pan out. And words. Languages.
EG is a little bit more traditional with how they run their cores. Like, almost always
Universe.
The 1 and the 2 and the 3. It's very distinct.
That's a lot of damage with Void, with the Chilling Touch bonus and the slow, plus the creep wave behind him. He'll salve up now. He brought consumables just for this. The salve will get cancelled.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's got 9 tangos too.
Kuro's not wanting to give this
What is
up.
this train?
Well, with the creep wave, they can dive under the towers at least and keep the pressure on him. You void again, you do some good range damage.
They're trying to deny the next wave over. They're trying to make it so that he can't just hold the wave in, and then
Push
the
under
wave
the
gets
tower.
doubled. Yeah, but
Oh, Miracle's keeping this lane back pretty far. Like, it's in the perfect spot for the Morphling. He's 8-4 on the lane. Tide only got 2 hits out of this one. Matumba in trouble. Crushes there. GH wants to try and create space. Body block. Matumba. It won't happen. Fear's got the range damage.
yeah,
They will find the first blood.
And this is just classic Liquid. Like, they're willing to sacrifice their one position like nobody else is. And I think this has always been a philosophy of Kuro's, is that what was really popular that we used to say is somebody's game has to be ruined so that other people can have a good game. And this game, it just has to be Matumba Man. And I think out of all the carries, he's kind of embraced this role. You see Secret doing something similar with how they move around Ace. You know, sometimes Ace will play the true one, and other times he'll be this guy who has to just take every single fight so that mid one can prosper.
Yeah. It's going to make it difficult when you're a team going up against this, right? Like, you come in with the mindset, we're going to focus on one hero, like the targeting of Samael with EG about a year ago. And everyone's like, let's just keep killing this guy, and then they switch him to the off lane, and things worked wonderfully then for EG. But how do you do that when you always have this lane switch? You're never certain who's actually going to be the one when both the 3 and the 1 can become the 1.
Yeah, that's Liquid's strength, is that all 3 players are willing to play whatever role is needed just to win the game. Whereas EG's still trying to figure out kind of balance among that.
No Hunter in the night, he can't take to the trees, tries to void, use that movement speed with boots, and well, into the pit, won't be able to get there. Fear gets the second kill for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, maybe not the hero that you want to get all these last hits on, but a kill is a kill. As Matumba Man now level 3, GH did create a lot of space for him there. He was able to pick up quite a bit of farm off of this. And Anti-Mage and Morphling, identical in farm. As is mid, like Mind Control holding his own.
He's not doing too bad.
Yeah.
18-3 against the 15 for Samael. Like what do you even do? Like, you want a Shadow Strike? That's not gonna fly with Mind Control. So how do you even harass down the Abaddon? You can't kill him when you hit your 6, because Mind Control will hit his 6 by that point, and then Borrowed Times is going to cancel any kind of attack you have.
Yeah.
And Matumbaman's now being really efficient for the offlane. You talk about sacking him, but it's the power of the Venomancer when you got these 2 camps easily close to each other. They have the Observe Ward up on the hill, so Evil Geniuses can't just throw down an aggressive ward and gank into the top lane anymore. Not without Liquid knowing what's coming.
Fear right now, spotting him out. Matumba Man doesn't have a TP RTZ. What he's trying to do right now is look at how many creeps are here. They're trying to completely zone him out so that he can't get any of this XP, because this would instantly shoot him to level 4.5.
Yeah.
That's why they're playing so aggressively. The point isn't to kill. The point is to just take him out of this zone.
Oh, they can get the kill as well. They'll be happy with it. They force the Gale out, and here comes the TP from Kuro.
Yep.
So, no Chilling Touch cast just yet. And Matumba can now stand in lane. Kuro will leech a little bit of this experience, but at least having a level 2 Plague Ward is going to make it so Fear can't just 2-hit down the Plague Ward. And goodbye, Universe. Underneath the tier 1 tower on the bottom lane, he dies. And now it's EG who will TP crit over. Someone has to soak up the experience. And space now gained for Matumbaman.
Well, safe lane carries. Having a reasonably good time right now. The Morphling, though, with a heavy level advantage as a result of him being able to win this lane, largely dual lane. Whereas EG, they've been focusing a lot of their efforts on this tri-lane. They assume that mid is going to go fine. It is for the most part. Mind Control is actually doing a very good job of keeping up. He's got a bottle with a DD in it.
It's practically even CS, so it's pretty good for him. And Crit now will die on the bottom lane. GH and Miracle working together once more to find these kills. And they're very happy to dive when you get a lot of 1 charges. There's 8 magic 1 charges on Morphling and 4 stick charges on that Night Stalker.
He hits for so much right now. It's 5 minutes into the game and he hits for 122. That's how they're dying.
It's not like Universe has a lot to protect himself. Like, he's got 1 charges himself, but only 1 point up in Kraken Shell. And with Night Stalker being this aggressive, there's no stacks once again. We saw it in Game 1. And in Game 2, it looks to be something very similar. Can't stack up anything. The Titan can't just anchor smash his way up through a couple of levels. And with Matubberman reaching this level 5 shortly, level 3 Plague Lords will be difficult to deal with on top. They've already been committing 3 heroes to try and turn the balance of this top lane. But Kuro run to the side. They're bringing GH over. The crush is nice, but then again, only his GH. They keep running forward. Kuro wants to help out. There's the Chilling Touch bonus damage with the extra slow. Matubberman's Plague Lords, a real nuisance for evil geniuses. Maybe they want to rotate. Sumel's waiting on the shrine for somebody. But while all that happens, you again lose Universe on this bot lane.
Yeah, this 130 damage a hit Morphling. Normally, you don't even focus on this lane because it's a one-on-one, but Miracle is just eating him up. He's got 3,700 net worth now. It's 1k above the next highest person, and it's only 7 minutes in. Can't understate how large of a lead that is for him. And he's even going to grab a tower on top of this for his team. Yeah, maybe for the second game in a row, he's just going to get a relatively free game. Nobody can really touch him. It's not easy for them to gank him without Sumail rotating over, but Sumail's got his own problems to deal with in this mid lane. Mind Control holding him here, and so not a lot of support coming from the other lanes. And this quick start might be what Morphling needs to keep up with this anti-mage once he gets his Battle Fury.
Yep. And what do you even do as EG? Like, you went for the anti-mage. The panel was talking about it. What happens if anti-mage has a bad early game? Like, how does he even recover? Like, but what do you even do to rotate to the bottom lane? It's not like the anti-mage can go and stand against that Morphling. And the support that's there isn't enough to work either. The Wyvern and Slat are one of the most popular combinations teams are looking for in the first two. Now really isn't that much of an answer because you don't have the level 6, you don't have the curse on the Wyvern, the control factor to then let the Slider get crushed, no implication, so you're not hitting this power point from the supports, while GH at the very end of the night time is still posturing to the EG supports. That's where they can work it in. GH, trouble, Matubberman, here's the two-man Gale, he'll get up the hill. Matubberman's not level 6 yet, so there's no Nova to intimidate them, but the slows, there's no answer.
Yeah, I think it's less the hero changes and more, oh, hold that thought, Sumail coming in. He's got his ultimate too. Yeah, doesn't want just Kuro though. Yeah,
he wants GH in the tree line and Kuro, but he won't get that. The Scream comes in, GH will end up going down. Bottom lane, Universe dies once more. You can see Scriff frantically trying to move the camera around to catch it because he knew it was inevitable. Teasy will blink away, but he can't stand here.
Yeah, he's hitting for way too much right now with the double damage rune. Constantly staying at 400 health. There's going to be no rebuttal as...
Do you just abandon the lane? Do you just let it go and push tight into the jungle?
Yeah, this is kind of insane. And I was saying it's less about the anti-mage and the Storm Spirits of the world and more that other heroes just push the pace too fast.
Run. Is they have enough damage to get through Fear before the TP will complete? No. But this is now going to be a tier 1 tower on the top lane after EG have to abandon it. The Morphling on bottom, which 1, they can't kill, and 2, they can't stop him from pushing.
Dire's top tower.
I'm not sure what the answer is right now.
Yeah, I'm not certain either.
He's just... They can't really touch him. He's going to grab a tier 2. It seems like EG really have a rough time dealing with this style where it's 4 protect 1. Or people are playing on one side of the map, Miracle just continues to play on the other. They're trying so hard to secure Arteezy's farm that they're not able to make moves around the map.
This is almost the worst here, but a good timing. 13 seconds till borrowed time comes up, cooldown. Mind Control gets crushed up. Sumail's got the burst damage available as he just let everything rip. For the moment, Fear is coming down, so is Matubberman. Support to Mind Control. Sticks up. Where's that borrowed time? 2 seconds away. Couldn't get it up. And a Bantam will fall. That's the second highest net worth on the field. But he's second highest net worth and behind by 2.3k to the Morphling.
Yep. And Miracle just continues to farm. He owns this bottom area right now. GH might go down. He's trying to get the
Sumail. He's got him. But then again, Fear here to help out Kuro. They're coming in 1 by 1 here, Team Liquid. Crit wants to go for more. No more TP supports on the way. Until now, underneath the tier 2 tower, it's going to be Mind Control, shielding up Kuro, and then attacking into Fear. Where is that flight? It just isn't there for the Winter Wyvern. So EG continue to hunt for the kills, but with the protective shield bubbles of Mind Control, they just can't focus the target. Crit has to go into the sprint and run away. It'll wear off in a second, and then Mind Control will close the distance. Vortex up, and he actually pops the ultimate to keep the chase going. Who cares? It's a minute cooldown.
That was a cool play. I like that. He instantly pops it so that he breaks the stun so he can get the chase off. Crit might have thought that he was clear.
Dire's middle
Mind control,
tower is
using
under
the ult offensively, which is something we don't see very often at all. And now Miracle rotating to this mid lane. He's going to have something like a 13, 12-minute Linken's. And this is what we're talking about. These heroes just push the pace of the game a little bit too quickly. Yep. There is still kind of a timer where EG, if they can hold out for long enough, RTZ can carry them against these heroes.
Yeah.
But oftentimes teams, we saw it at Perfect World as well, they play so fast against the anti-mage, you never let them get online.
I just love, too, we're seeing just how dynamic Liquid can be from game 1 to game 2. Like, yeah, you could have played a little bit slower. Yes, Miracle did get an amazing start, but they show the fact they don't just have to be this 4-man ball. They can move around as 5. It's not a one-trick pony, this Liquid lineup. They've got such depth to not only the roster, they can, like the heroes they can draw for every single role, but also the timing options they can attack you with.
Yeah, it's 12 minutes in. Miracle, 2,500 net worth higher.
At least Universe. Okay, so Universe has the ultimate available. Abaddon triggers off the borrowed time. That's what the curse was onto. Now you go for your crush. Crit just gets popped by Miracle. They want to go for more, but shields and one charge is mind control. He'll shrug it off. Universe, you can ulti this if you want to, but you're not going to achieve anything. The rest of EG bailed out. You have Sonic Wave. You have Rapid.
Miracle.
And they couldn't do anything. Miracle.
He's Arctic
going to go for more. He's going to kill off Wyvern. We're kind of flying morphling.
He uses the morph so he can slow down for the hit. They just run at them right now, and EG, they can't play the same kind of style. They've got a hero that effectively can't really fight with them right now, and Liquid know this.
Oh god, Lincoln's is under 13 minutes it gets completed.
Yeah, they've played this kind of defensive hero style too, where they've got this hero like Abaddon and Veno, both heroes very hard to kill, and so EG feel like they have no moves to make. At the same time, they're trying to create space for this anti-mage so they don't just lose all their tier 2 towers. But Liquid is playing at a blistering pace right now, not allowing EG to get any sort of foothold in this game.
Easy, Car. Give him a break. He'll blink himself out. I actually thought for a moment, oh, it's because he didn't have mana, GH. He jumped over, but using Hunter of the Night and Voidman, he didn't have Crippling Fear.
Now they're going to grab this last tier 2 tower of the game. At 13 minutes, Liquid have all the tier 2s.
A kill for EG! A kill for EG! A kill...
That. Everyone TPs out, goes back to their base, and now EG in a situation where it looks like they just have to hold high ground now at 13 minutes in. This Morphling has 2,000 gold on top of his Linken's. We talked about how he just got his Linken's 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes later, he's got 2,000 gold in the bank. Nearly double the farm of the next hero, even on his team. Like this. This is pretty one-sided right now. 10,000 gold lead at 14 minutes.
Yeah. It's a very hard ask for EG to hold, but we'll hold on to the faith. As Ice Blast will hit a range creep. So at least a little bit of a waste. Miracle. Sumail doesn't want anything to do with that. No adaptive strike. If this E-Blade's online, Sumail is dead the second that jump happens from Miracle.
Yeah, they're trying to force him back. He only has 700 HP loaded up, but he's just going to TP top. And EG, they're doing whatever they can. They understand that this anti-mage hero, if you allow him time, he can do it. But yeah, they don't have a lot of time right now.
He's so close to the Battle Fury. Like, he can buy it now if the courier can safely get into the side shop, into the secret shop, but that's a pretty tall order as well. He's just blinking back. Courier is now making the run out. So Battle Fury timing is not horrendous.
No, it's not.
It's going to be 15 minutes up for the anti-mage. Can they create the space? Where does the vision game start getting played?
Considering they don't have any towers, it's not bad at all. It's just when you look over at the other network and you see that Miracle is 5,000 gold ahead, which is a full major item.
Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when it gets blasted up. For now, get him space, get the Battle Fury up and running, and let RTZ slip outside of the base and start farming. Like, just, can he even just go Radiant side? Team Liquid own the Dire side. They're spending most of their time there. Sumail pushes out the bottom. They can bring down that tier 1 tower with a catapult wave. Maybe they have some space for RTZ.
He's got to cut waves right now. Like, he can't allow Liquid to just go for the high ground. Liquid, a very disciplined team. As that bottom, mind control. He gets Winter's Curse. I don't think he really cares about this, though.
Yeah, especially after Sumail already TP'd all the way back.
That's a little bit of miscommunication.
They're not keeping the pressure up. Now Winter's Curse will be down for 70 seconds. RTZ is still getting more space up on the top, pushing it quickly. But he's so concerned. As far as Dire Vision goes, they do have one ward watching Kuro and GH. It's just, well, right next to Arteezy. Moving like it's not even there.
He's gonna get pinged out, but
Sumail's back to pushing bottom lane.
yeah, they have to split the map right now.
But he doesn't have a TP scroll. Like, if Liquid want to go high ground, Sumail's cooldown is still 40 seconds on that TP.
I'll look at Matama Man, by the way. He's farming the area that makes Dire side Veno so good. And he's just like, this is mine. I guess I'm Dire Veno.
Hey, farm for Arteezy. He's taking Plague Ward after Plague Ward.
Doesn't take it very quickly,
Where's the micro, Batumba? Deny those Plague Wards. Not happening. Efficiency, please. Universe is getting some space up on top.
Faces a stiff win.
Gonna try and build into a pipe, if possible, to save his team.
Possible. He's got the cloak aspect of it.
Slowly, at least he'll have the hood. But he's thinking about his mana issues too. He's trying to build Arcane Boost for the squad. EG, Liquid, sorry, very simple attack into Roshan. This lineup, 10 times better at killing off Roshan.
Yes. Well, when your Morphling is this farm. He's got an E-Blade now. 4 minutes after he picks up his Lincolns.
Alright. Here's the space creation. This is what EG needed to have happen. Tier 1 towers, lost on bottom. They need to be able to defend. Ultimates need to be used this time around. Titan to Ravage, Sonic Wave. Get the Curse in the right position. Even let Curse set up the fight. The problem they're probably going to have, however, is Miracle's the only one on the front lines. Nope, Mind Control will join him. So they got 2 to choose from. A tier 3 tower, there's fortification to save it. Sumail is still creep skipping out. He'll start his TP back now. Needs a little bit of time to build up the mana. Fortification bought a little bit of that time, but the tier 3 tower is gone. Universe can't close the distance, but that's what the curse is for. Abaddon, the ulti comes out. They're not moving in. The curse is used, but there is no follow-up. Once more from EG, a rinse and repeat of the battle on the tier 2 tower top. And there's your E-Blade pop, not enough damage. The Crusher and Crypt bought some space, but here comes your Ice Blast. Fear, get out of your own hug!
He wants Universe too. He's going to keep going for this. Dive into their base. Doesn't matter.
Boy.
18 minutes in. They've got a full set of racks. 14k ahead.
Run, Crit! Run!
Nope, he's going to go down 2. Liquid is relentless right now. They're not going to make...
Arteezy creep skipping, doing his job.
Yeah, they're not going to make the mistakes that Na'Vi did. This is a very disciplined push.
Yeah. Take the mid lane, then prep to go wherever else you want to pop. Like, you've got the Aegis Immortal still on Miracle. And at this rate, he's going to complete up Skadi before they even push the next high ground.
The pace of this game right now, it's just Anti-Mage can't really keep up. He usually needs this timing window of 30 minutes. Once he gets to like 30 minutes, then he's going to be fine against this lineup, but it's not even the AM's issue, right? It's the rest of his team right now is just getting crushed. He's 1-0-1. And nowadays, it feels like the strategy about playing against an AM is Curse. Farm doesn't really matter.
2 seconds, 1 second. Fear! Oh, down he goes! Arteezy cleaning up the creep wave. Mind Control stands at the front lines as the Plague Wards are putting down Miracle, wondering who he really wants to pop. He doesn't have the combination for another 8 seconds, but then the damage into Crit is unbelievably high. Waveform in. The Ravage wants to buy more time, and the lead throws the AA ult all the way into base, but it connects on Sumail, hiding in the fountain. E-Blade pop once more. This game is done. It's over. Not even 20 minutes on the board. It's an ultra kill for Miracle. He wants it. Give it to him. Arteezy in the corner. It's a rampage for Miracle. And a grand final for Team Liquid while they'll face up in a revenge match against Team Secret.
That was so quick and so dominant from Liquid. That bottom lane absolutely destroyed. They couldn't really get online at any point. They couldn't create the space that the Anti-Mage needed.
Yep.
Felt like all 3 lanes went Liquid's way. Such an impressive victory. And this is there's levels to this game. You see a team like VP,